Hi and welcome back. Today I want to talk a little bit about the game I have been playing this couple of weeks. I'm about 40 hours into the game. It is the background music and it is Star Ocean Till the End of Time. I'm finally playing this on the PS2. I remember like years ago that I sort of started playing this game a little bit, but I never really got far, never really delved into it. And I loved Star Ocean The Last Hope last year. And of course, this was highly on my list to be played. The things that I sort of have read and heard throughout all these years is that it is a massive game, chock full of content. And yeah, it freaking is. There are multiple sort of extra dungeons, and there is a whole crafting system where you have workshops and you can get inventors to invent new gear, new weapons. They can invent food, and you can invent it yourself. You have to use money called fall to actually sort of fund your inventions. And I think that is brilliant because finally in an RPG, you really want to grind for money because you need a lot of money to get all the inventions going. And some of these weapons, armors, items, they cost so much that you really want to invest in grinding and farming for money. It is a really cool system. It is a little bit complicated, though. It's a little bit of a complicated system. I really had to check out on Google for like a little bit of a walkthrough, like a guide, like how does it work? But it is really cool once you sort of get the hang of it. And you can get really powerful very early on. I am level 34, 35, and I'm still at the first disc. You know, I have been grinding a lot because I was at the Shrine of Kadan. If you have played the game, you kind of know like, oh yes, that's a really long dungeon. And also the enemies are a lot stronger than all the other sort of enemies you encountered before. And there is an optional dungeon that you can go really early on and you can grind your ass off. So I did, and I got really strong. It's really cool, and I bought some of the more powerful items that you can buy. So I'm really liking the game. There is one thing that sort of is a little bit of a bummer. The character designs, it's not the graphics. The graphics are fine, but the designs of the characters, they're kind of bland. They're kind of like, okay, they're anime-inspired characters. And it's not about because the PlayStation 2 couldn't handle details or stuff because Rogue Galaxy, Final Fantasy X, so many other games, you have so many details and the characters look cool, etc. And the characters in Star Ocean Till the End of Time just look okay. They look really generic, to be really honest. Compared to Star Ocean The Last Hope, I loved the character designs in that game. I'm also playing that game here and there because I do want to beat sort of the extra dungeons in Star Ocean The Last Hope. As I mentioned, I'm 40 hours into the game and I'm liking the story quite a bit. It is a story that sort of, how do I say it? It slowly builds up. So I'm now at the point where it's getting more and more interesting, but the story is a little bit slow to get into, probably because it's a really big game. Now, you may have heard one of the soundtracks of the mining town of Kurlsa, mining town of Kurlsa. The soundtrack is really good. There are some tracks that are absolutely fantastic, like this one, and there are some tracks that are just fine, they're okay. I've also heard one vocal track, and that one was really good. So overall, I am really enjoying the game. Now, I think the hardest part of this game, especially if you come from, another more of like an older Star Ocean game where they sort of streamlined the whole combat a lot better. The combat in this game is a little bit rough around the edges, a little bit clunky. It is kind of weird in my mind that you if you press X, you just do a normal attack. and you have to press and hold X to do sort of a special attack. Or you do it with circle. It works, but I don't know. It doesn't feel natural to sort of play it in this way, where with Star Ocean The Last Hope, you just press X to attack and then press R2 to do special combos. So the combat is fine. It's a little bit clunky. It is really strange, though, that a lot of the normal encounters, they are more difficult than all the bosses that I have beaten as of right now. And I'm on my way to get Elbel. So Elbel, whatever, the guy in Eriglyph. And I destroy bosses so easily. And I'm like, is this a boss? And then I go to just a normal encounter and I struggle here and there a little bit. It's quite strange. It's not really balanced, the difficulty, I think. I'm not entirely sure why. But overall, I am having a blast playing through the game. I really don't have anything else to say about the game. Leave it in the comments below. Have you played Star Ocean till the end of time on the PS2? Did you like it or not? Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And like always, you'll see me next time. Boop, bop.